comprehensive news coverage for the University of San Francisco. This is News 35, your campus news and information leader.
Hi, and welcome to News 35's first cablecast of the 2007-2008 school year. I'm Kate Elston, co-news director for USFtv and anchor for News 35. And behind the camera is co-news director Shaina Onnagan. And now over to Rochelle Lozano with a feature on USF's mission to change the world and the environment.
USF's colors may be green and gold, but the color green is taking on new meaning as the university steps up its efforts to become environmentally sound. As part of that process, USF is installing new solar panels on top of the Corrett Center, University Center, Cowell Hall, and Kalmanovitz Hall. Together with the solar panels already on Gleason Library, the campus will see a decrease in electricity needs. Additionally, USF also uses thermal panels on top of Phelan, Gilson, and Hayes-Healy halls. These panels heat water directly, rather than producing electricity, providing some of the hot water needed in those halls. In the spring, USF earned 5th place in a recycling competition among more than 200 colleges and universities nationwide. USF started composting about a year ago and prevented about 36 tons of material per month from being thrown out. Other green initiatives on campus include automatic flush devices on toilets, which conserve water, the use of environmentally friendly cleaning products, and green building practices in construction, including Kalmanovitz Hall. We can all do our part by being environmentally conscious to take care of our earth and of our campus community. Something as simple as recycling can go a long way. I'm Rochelle Lozano with News 35.
That's what's going on around the University of San Francisco. Now let's see what's happening on other college campuses. Here's Zach Bauman with the College Beat.
28,000 Virginia Tech students returned to campus in late August, wanting to move on after tragic shooting rampage in April that took 33 lives, including the gunman's. Many university community members share the same sentiment, wanting to show respect to the fallen, but not overdoing all the memorials. Despite the strong police presence and on-call counselors all over campus, life went on normally during the first day of classes, according to a Washington Post article. The university established a memorial of 32 stones, each weighing 300 pounds, that reside in the center of the campus as a promise of remembrance. The campus is also planning several workshops for students, such as identifying and referring the distressed student and pathways to resilience from surviving to thriving. The university has also launched an emergency text messaging system and email system to notify students in case of future emergencies. A freshman student at the University of Arizona was stabbed to death by her roommate in her sleep on September 5th. According to the police report, 18-year-old Galika Harrison entered the dorm room and left a forged suicide note on Mia Henderson's desk. She then stabbed Henderson numerous times until she died. Friends of the victim said that two roommates had been arguing frequently and that Harrison had been stealing some of Henderson's stuff. About 200 people held a memorial for Henderson, who was attending the university on a Navajo Indian scholarship and majoring in biology. Harrison has been charged with first-degree murder and is in jail on a $50,000 bail. Due to seemingly endless rises in college tuition and fees, the U.S. Congress has found a way to halt the growth and give more Americans higher levels of education. On September 8th, the Senate passed the College Cost Reduction Act, an act which will cut the $20 billion in government subsidies to banks and give it to students. The act comes after a report showed that the college costs are out of reach for more and more families. College tuition has increased 40% over the last 6 years, while the median household income has decreased in the same time. The bill would cut interest rates on federally backed student loans for poor students and also establish a loan forgiveness program for students who work in public service areas such as teaching or nursing. The bill is expected to be passed by the House of Representatives and President Bush. This has been College Beat. I'm Zach Bauman from News 35.
News 35 recently got exclusive access to a screening of the new independent flick Dedication, starring Billy Crudup, Mandy Moore, and directed by Justin Theroux in his directorial debut. Here's Erica Mashinsky with News 35's first installment of What's Next.
When I first read the synopsis of Dedication, I wasn't really drawn towards seeing the movie because I figured it was this typical romantic comedy about a developing love. However, when I did go see it, it definitely exceeded my expectations. Justin Theroux's independent film is about this one man's irrational insecurities.
Okay, before we can work effectively with one another, I think we should be comfortable.
Okay, I'll start. I hate my mother. I had a girlfriend once. I can only steer things counterclockwise. I don't drive or ride in cars. I'm superstitious about the numbers.
The only thing Henry can rely on are the fictional characters in his books. When Henry's best friend and illustrator, played by Tom Wilkinson, passes away, he's left in search of a new illustrator for his children's stories, and unknown to him at the time, a new stability in life. Enter Lucy Riley, played by Mandy Moore. Lucy becomes Henry's new book artist, as well as his pursuit. I was very impressed by the creative cinematography as well as the audio storytelling. The music choices help the suspense progress. The film does have a few slow parts to it, but in no way does it dull the movie. Personally, I think it actually adds to the uniqueness of the film. Something that really attracted me to the visuals was the way Henry's irritable and restless mind were illustrated. I think the message that Justin Theroux was trying to present could relate to all of us in some way. I think that the film underscores a tremor each of us have inside. This movie encourages us to be bold and to stop avoiding our fears. In Dedication, Henry spends all of his life running away from something he needs most, but he doesn't realize this until it's too late.
I've never been good at finding things. I'm really good at losing things.
In fact, this film is more about courage than romance. And anyone who agrees or disagrees should go see Dedication.
Dedication is now playing in San Francisco. That wraps up the newscast for the week. Stay tuned for an upcoming newscast where News 35 will have an exclusive story on Gavin Newsom's lecture on the USF campus, including a brief interview with the mayor. If you have any comments, concerns, ideas for news stories, or want to get involved in any way with the news team, feel free to shoot us an email at usftvnews@usfca.edu or call us at 422-5115. Thanks a lot and have a great week.